and I'm launching a brand new series all about the lost and forgotten heroes of the battlefield. But before we dive into today's story, you need to subscribe and kick that like button in the ass. Now, down in the comments below, tell us your branch, what years you served, and what was your favorite unit. Let's build our community of veterans and history buffs right here. As for me, I was a tanker in the U.S. Army for 22 years. I'm a dog-faced soldier for life, and I can't wait to share the unbelievable tale of Lafayette Green Pool, America's ace of aces. In the summer of 1944, across the fields and villages of northern France, one American tank commander carved his name into legend. This is the story of Lafayette Green Pool, War Daddy, the U.S. tank ace of aces. While I have a moment, I am going to roll some B film for you to watch as I talk. Yes, the Brad Pitt character, War Daddy in the movie Fury, was heavily inspired by the real-life American tank commander Lafayette G. War Daddy Pool. While the film itself is fictional, the experiences of the crew of the Fury tank are based on the accounts of real World War II tank crews, including Pool. Pool was a highly successful tank commander who served in the later stages of World War II and was known for his aggressive tactics and determination to lead the charge. He and his crew were credited with destroying a large number of enemy vehicles, earning him the nickname War Daddy. Let's take a moment to reflect on this, how one man led a group of young soldiers to accomplish such amazing achievements. Despite the courage that Poole showed on the battlefield, the amount of kills and destroying all those vehicles, and one of the most vulnerable tanks during the war, the M4 Sherman, did not have a great track record for survivability compared to the other vehicles of other nations. Years ago, I came across an old 1715 about tank platoon operations, doctrines, and tactics. Basically, it told what you should do and what you shouldn't do. And in there was a paragraph that still sticks with me to this day. Back in the 1940s, the rule of thumb was, for every tiger and panther killed, it was expected you may lose between 4 to 5 Shermans. And this was pure math. The tank main gun with velocity of the 75 millimeter versus the kinetic penetration of that round versus in the German armor. And taking his men, knowing that his vehicle was not the best. But you know what? Sergeant Poole knew something that a lot of people don't get. He knew how to fight his tank. He knew what his men could do. He trained his men at a level where they were proficient and experts at their job. These all young men are new to tanks. He expected nothing but excellence from them, and they expected the same from him. His leadership, coolness under fire, moral courage to lead his men. Sometimes they're outnumbered, not by the number of vehicles, but the quality of vehicles they were fighting. And sometimes they were fighting highly trained soldiers, but yet they overcome, they adapted. He showed what a true American hero is. Lafayette Green Pool grew up in Odem, a ranching community of fewer than 1,000 souls. He and his twin brother John Thomas, who would later serve in the Navy, were inseparable until fate split them across 2 oceans. After graduating Taft High in 1938, Poole enrolled at Texas College of Arts and Industries to study engineering. He also took up amateur boxing, earning a reputation for fierce determination. But in June 1941, with war looming overseas, Poole left college after just 1 year. Drafted into the Army on June 14th at Fort Sam Houston, he was assigned to the new 3rd Armored Division, still untested and raw. At the Desert Training Center in California and later Indiantown Gap, Pennsylvania, Poole stood out, not just for his skill, but his relentless drive. Staff Sergeant Poole was known to demand the absolute best from his men, drilling them until sweat and dust caked their fatigues. Despite multiple offers of a commission, Poole refused to become an officer. He said, "I want my men where I can see them, out front." This bond would define his unit's cohesion once they shipped out in September 1943. After months in England, the 3rd Armored Division landed on June 21st, 1944, joining the grinding battle to break out of Normandy. Poole, now a tank platoon commander in Company I, 32nd Armored Regiment, took his place behind the wheel of an M4A1 Sherman he christened In the Mood. On June 23rd, just 2 days after reaching France, Poole's crew came under fire at Villiers-Fossard. A German Panzerfaust pierced their belly plate, forcing the entire crew, Corporal Wilbert Red Richards, PFC Bertrand Schoolboy Close, Corporal Willis Groundhog Oler, and Tech 5 Delbert Jailbird Boggs, to bail out into muddy hedgerows. Undeterred, Poole hopped into a brand new M4A1 76W, still dubbed In the Mood, and launched a blistering counterattack. From July 1st to August 17th, he racked up dozens of kills, eliminating machine gun nests, Panzer IVs, and self-propelled guns. By mid-August, German radio reportedly warned troops, "Beware the war daddy and his crazy Texans." Poole's reputation spread as fast as the track treads he laid across Europe. Poole credited his success not just to gunnery skill, but an unwavering trust in his crew. Richards navigated razor-sharp woodland roads. Close manned the bow gun. Oler's marksmanship was almost telepathic, and Boggs, nicknamed Jailbird, loaded shells with calm precision, even under fire. Together they moved as one, each man anticipating the other's move. When one tank remained, they replaced lost crew without hesitation. Poole's loyalty became legend. We ride together, we fight together, we die together. Poole's 3rd Sherman, another M4A1 76W, met its fate on the night of September 19, 1944, at Munsterbusch on the Siegfried Line. Ambushed by a German Panther concealed in the dark, the first round shredded their starboard track. The second tipped the tank into a ditch. Corporal Oler had been back in the States on leave. Private First Class Paul Kenneth King manned the gun. When the Panther's shell slammed home, King was killed instantly. Poole was thrown through the hatch, his left leg mangled beyond repair. Evacuated to an aid station, he awoke to learn his leg would be amputated 8 inches above the knee. With his combat days over, Poole returned to the U.S. as a national hero. He'd earned the Distinguished Service Cross, Silver Star, Legion of Merit, Purple Heart, French Legion of Honor, Belgian Croix de Guerre, and more. Yet, War Daddy downplayed personal glory. In interviews, he spoke of the ordinary men around him, young Texans and Okies who became heroes and steel beasts. After the war, Poole married Evelyn Wright. They wed December 1942 on leave, raised 8 children, and re-enlisted from 1948 to 1960, achieving Chief Warrant Officer 4 before retiring. He never returned to boxing. His good left hook lost to the war. But he stayed active in veterans groups, sharing tales to ensure the next generation remembered the cost of freedom. Poole's record, 12 confirmed tanks, 258 vehicles in under 3 months, is unparalleled. He combined aggressive tactics with technical savvy, making maximum use of the Sherman 76mm gun. Yet beyond statistics lies the true measure, one man's unwavering courage, forged in Texas sands, tested in Europe's crucible. So why has Lafayette G. Poole slipped from popular memory? Perhaps the Sherman's humble role, often overshadowed by bigger tanks, or Poole's modesty, who shunned the limelight. Unearth more of War Daddy's untold exploits in our full-length documentary, out now. Subscribe, hit the bell icon, and join us as we remember the greatest tank ace to ever drive a Sherman. Don't miss an episode. Become part of our community of history buffs and veterans today.